Automotive companies are going to have to decide what part of the value chain they want to play on. And it's going to open up great new opportunities. But once people kind of decide where they want to go, they'll have to revisit what's their value prop.
We've seen over the past 5 years companies starting to change their mantra and their marketing. I'm not a car company, I'm not a car maker, I'm a mobility company.
The industry is really converging and making these, what we call cars, really highly complex computers. Nothing like we've seen before. So the difficulty about making this go forward is being at the leading edge, but yet at the same time having the high Six Sigma safety capabilities. We talk about that at KPMG as being the clock speed dilemmas. How do you meld an industry that goes at 5 to 7 year clock speeds to the Moore's Law and the applications and software that goes so much faster, and bring those two together. That is really difficult to do, and those who get that right are going to be the winners of the industry going forward.
So as companies migrate through this transition and move towards their next state of where they're going to play in the value chain, I think the biggest challenge would be how they manage that change.
They have to pivot from being hardware manufacturers to software manufacturers. And that means a complete change in the way they approach consumers and the way they service them. This also means that they have to change the types of people that they hire, their service programs, the way that they update their technology.
Automakers are no longer competing with themselves. They're actually competing with new insurgent companies that are really have capabilities around data and software. They're really data native. And so it's so important that OEMs and the auto industry generally learn these new capabilities so they can better compete in the new evolution of the industry. And one of the reasons we founded Toyota AI Ventures is really to tap into that disruption so that we can gather talented entrepreneurs from all over the world.
So what we see, medical, consumer devices, connectivity, all coming together into the auto fold. And that is really a great opportunity because consumer expectations is to really bridge what they experience in their life, whether it's digital life or consumer life, into the vehicle. Especially has all these verticals and the play, consumer, compute, medical, automotive, and the cross-functional aspect is where the benefit is going to be.
We get asked a lot about how does the impact of technology and the disruption that we're seeing in automotive cross over into other industries like aerospace and defense. Over the last few years, we've seen really a lot of commonality between the two. The move to unmanned platforms is happening in both automotive and aerospace. The push for electrification, whether it's in engine designs on an aircraft or it's on the automotive industry changing dramatically from gas-powered vehicles. We're seeing a shift to the Silicon Valley for joint venture and for startups, with the automotive companies and the aerospace companies both setting up camps here, however, not necessarily collaborating together. One of the things KPMG is trying to do is lower the walls between these communities, helping the two start working closer together and realize that the innovation that's happening in both industries can be shared and really, rather than duplicated, can be put together and optimized for both their benefits.
When we take a look at what Flex is and what our customers think of us, they view us as a technology company coming from Silicon Valley to Detroit, instead of a Detroit company trying to go to Silicon Valley and find technology. So it gives us a unique advantage. Another unique advantage is when you look at automotive electronic suppliers, most of them are only automotive. And when you look at the 12 different industries that Flex operates at scale, we have a competitive advantage to be able to take those technologies from other industries and bring them into the car.
Savari is a startup company focused on building the software for the next generation connected and autonomous cars. Our biggest challenge is to have access to the hardware platforms that can prove out our new technology that we are building. And here is where Flex is helping us in a big way to allow us to build hardware platforms that we can take into smart cities around the world.